Hello everybody, Jay Legend back with another video, and today we're going to be checking out Yin. I made this build just for the version 38.5 that is launching today, or probably launched yesterday if you're watching this video. And this gives Yin a little bit more survivability since she did take a little bit of a hit in overall health. But you should be having great sustain and great damage output as well. Let's get right into the build. So starting off, you want to go ahead and grab your Madstone Gem and a health pot. This is for when you're going into safe lane. Alright, now when you back, you can go back minimum with 3 CP, but I stayed out for a long time, and we are getting to about 5 CP. I had extra, so I go back at around 8 card power, and then the first items I grab, I then level up the Madstone Gem, installing a new Madstone Gem. So I have a maxed Madstone Gem with 5 CP, and then I grab another Madstone Gem with nothing in it, and then I head back into the fray, and then at this point you want to, you're going to be hitting a lot harder, but again you want to stay safe. You are only around level 4 at this point, so keep your eyes open and attack when ready. Okay, so I got killed here, and I only backed with about 2 CP, and then you will like the back with 3 CP, but only had 2. So right after this, you level up that next Madstone Gem, is your next objective back at your base, and then you hop back into it to collect more CP, and hopefully get some kills in the early game. You're going to be hitting pretty hard at this point with 2 maxed out Madstones. So go ahead and don't be afraid. Make sure your support is actually supporting you. But if not, if you're kind of playing this solo, stay safe and just continue to farm. Alright, so at this point, we're going to be around 13 CP. And this is when the next big card comes into play. I didn't get to fully level up my Madstone, but I was basically at the point. So when you get to CP 13 or 14, you want to get your Brand of the Iron Eater. You definitely want to start critting, and you want to get that lifesteal. Again, you're going to be around level 6. So this would be a perfect time to start building into that. So if you have 13, I would just stay out until you hit CP 14. So CP 14 would be your main thing, and then you go back, get that, finish out your Madstone, and then get the Brand of the Iron Eater. So your deck should look something like this: 2 level 5 Madstones, a regular Brand of the Iron Eater with nothing in it, and a health pot. So I managed to die again, but now we're at the golden spot of 22 CP. So what you want to do is you want to max out your Brand of the Iron Eater, so you'll get that beautiful lifesteal that you so need at this point. Your Madstones are done. You get rid of that health pot, and you want to build into a healer token. So your deck should look like this at CP 22. 2 level 5 Madstone Gems, a healer token, and a 10-point Brand of the Iron Eater with 2 2-point drains and a 3-point wound. Okay, so now we're at 28 CP, and at this point you really want to start building. I stayed out for a little longer than I needed to, so at this point you want to go ahead and build your Scourging Tails. You want all 1 cards in there, so that'll give you that health going into that, and slap on another cast. So your life still is good, your damage is okay, and then on our next back we're going to be building into that oh so glorious crit. Okay, now I stayed out as long as I could. We're going back with 9 points, and we're going to build heavy into our crit. So we're gonna go ahead and max out our Blade of Agora. Though our crit chance is pretty low, we can then build into and taking away our Mad Stones to build into the cards that really matter. So right here we get a little bit more power, but on top of that, we only got about 16 crit chance, but our crit is now hitting just under 400. So at this point, you're still dangerous. You won't be critting as often, but you have some survivability in some team fights, and you can handle yourself in a 1v1. But after this, once we back again, we're gonna do a crazy overhaul on the build. This is just mid to early game. So now we're gonna be building our in-game stuff, and that is gonna entail with a lot of crit. Okay, so now around 45 CP, we're gonna be building into our impact hammer for that crit, doing all 333. So we should be hitting somewhere around 400 with our crit bonus, and around 162 with our normal basic. Alright, so in this last mini nuke, you're going to have 333, all strikes or casts. So your end build will look like this. You'll have that adamant edge as well. So a 10-point adamant edge, a 12-point mini nuke, a 12-point impact hammer, a 10-point brand of the Iron Eater, a 9-point Blade of Agora, and the 7-point Quenching Scales. I hope this build helped you guys out with these new changes to Yin. Again, this build may not be as centric as she once was, but your crit chance will be around 64%. I think that'll be plenty for you with the changes coming. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video.